Curaçao 2, Jamaica 0. And guys, it's been 24 hours since the defeat that we suffered. And initially, I tried to film a reaction. I had to stop myself because that was not the image I have for Sports Jam Media. This channel is here to be a channel of thoughtfulness and constructive critique. And my emotional outrage, trust me, it could not have been uploaded. But with that being said, I've slept on it, I've thought about it, I've analyzed it, and here are 5 things we learned from the discouraging defeat that we faced to Curaçao. Welcome again to Sports Jam Media. Remember to like, share, and if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Feel free to jump down to the comment section and let me know what your thoughts are on the latest Reggae Boys match. Now, with that being said, here are 5 things we learned, starting with number 1. Midfield woes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's quite clear if Hayden is not there, we don't have a midfield. If Hayden is missing, our midfield is missing. In my pre-match analysis, I selected the same 3 players who would have started. Ian Frey, John Russell, and Bobby Reid. It was the logical choice. Of course, you could have debated who the number 6 could be. And of course, I would have selected Ian Frey because that's what we expected the coach to do. Our coach is predictable. We know that would have been the starting 11. So fair, we agreed. That's what we're starting. But how on earth does this coach sit down and decide that he's going to rearrange all 3 of the players in different positions? Let's start with Andre Russell, our most physical midfielder, our box-to-box midfielder who is, let's be honest, if he doesn't score, he's non-existent on the field. The person who usually scores from running onto the ball, from deeper into the midfield, we have decided to deploy him as a second striker with his back to goal. My God, man. Like, let's look at Russell's game in numbers. Our most physical midfielder won 0, and I repeat, 0 aerial duels. Our most physical midfielder for the entire match was involved in 1 aerial duel and lost it. Which means then, when a goal kick happens, where is Russell? In the opponent's box. At the edge of the opponent's box. When he should be in the midfield trying to dominate the lesser physical Curaçao midfielders. Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. We have our most physical midfielder, a box-to-box midfielder, for the entire game completing 10 passes. As a matter of fact, not complete, attempt 10 passes. No, he's not creative. There's not he doesn't strike me as a creative player. But attempting 10 passes for the entire game, 0 key passes, 0 chances created. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Russell. I blame your coach. Let's go to Ian Frey, a right back, which from the get-go has no business playing in CDM, but we could see it from a mile away. From the squad was announced, him being announced as a midfielder, we know exactly what was coming. Fine. What we expected was this gentleman would be playing CDM. Guys, Ian Frey was almost at 10. If he wasn't at 10, he was at 8, but I can guarantee you he was not playing 6. Because for me, there's no way a number 6 can go through an entire game and only attempt 2 tackles. tackles attempted. If you want to check, go on sofascore.com. 2 tackles attempted, 1 successful. Our number 6, who is also a right back. 2 tackles attempted. The gentleman was playing as a number 10. We have a right back playing number 10. Let's look at his numbers. Oh boy. 0 key passes. 0 chances created. A passing accuracy of 73%. Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. Ian Frey, according to SocaScore, had the lowest rating of any player in the black, green, and gold. Oh boy. Speaking of CDMs, speaking of number 10s, you know Bobby Reid, the winger. Keep in mind, his preferred position is winger. Fine, he can play number 10. He has played number 10 many times before, and therefore the logical decision is to deploy him as a number 10, not as CDM. I saw Bobby Reid collecting the football from Ethan Pinnock. In our final third, I saw Bobby Reid getting the ball in our final third, turning, looking for passes, and instead passing it back to the centre back. Our number 10, well, on the night he was our number 6. Who should have been our number 10 was our deep line midfielder. No, he didn't have a bad game. As a matter of fact, he tried his best under the circumstances. He lost the ball 11 times because, of course, he's not a CDM. If I saw my winger losing the ball 11 times, I would say that's a good game. Because what that means is that you are trying to beat your man. You are trying to take on players. You are trying risky passes. But why is my CDM? Because clearly that's what he was deployed on as. Losing the ball 11 times. Bobby Reid, my winger, won more tackles than who should be playing CDM, Ian Frey. Bobby Reid had more key passes than Russell and Ian Frey combined, because both of them had 0 key passes. At least Bobby could muster up 3. Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. Our midfield had no cohesion. We have no team play. We don't know how to play as a team. In my pre-match analysis, I would have said, I am predicting, I'm hoping that we try to bypass the midfield and counter-attack Curaçao to win this game. Because we've seen what Bermuda did. We've seen what other teams have done. It's their weakness. But from the whistle, we're playing long balls. We don't even earn the right to play the long balls. You have to earn the right to play the long balls. Play a little bit. Bring them on a little bit. Let them come on to you. And then you play the ball over the top. But Jesus, man. You know, it's fine. I told myself this would be a thoughtful review. Let's go to number 2. Poor coaching. Poor coaching. During the post-match interview, the coach stated that he believed that by the 20th minute, the game was lost. He also stated that Curaçao merely started better than us. My question is, whose responsibility is it to get the team up and ready? Whose responsibility is it to motivate the squad? Whose responsibility is it to ensure at the beginning of the game, the team goes out there with an appropriate amount of intensity? It falls on you, coach. It falls on you. This coach is allergic to consistency. He's unable to motivate and drive the squad forward. He's allergic to continuity. He is lacking in so many departments. I have yet to see an example of team play. A lot of Reggae Boys fans are in denial. They believe that the Jamaica squad does not have a style of play. We have a style of play. It is fast wingers, pacey forwards, and a robust midfield and backline, which allows us to counter-attack. That's our style of play. It's not pretty. A lot of persons don't like it, and because of that, we deny that we have a style of play. That is our style of play. Now, with that being our style of play, that does not excuse the lack of team organization. That does not excuse the fact that we have no team play. All we do is rely on individual brilliance. And it was not able to save us today. Or at least 24 hours ago. I need you guys to stop cussing CFAS. Because guess what? Clearly, the things CFAS do is due to instructions from the coach. Because guess what? If it wasn't, CFAS wouldn't be in every starting lineup. And if you realize this game, Tyrese Campbell, while he played well, was doing the same things that you'd expect of CFAS. Not passing the ball in key moments, instead trying to shoot and score. Even at a bad angle, it looked almost like, wait, we have two CFASs? It is what the coach wants. The players are being given instructions by a subpar coach. Either that or they're not getting any instructions at all and being told to go out and have fun. Well, I'm not having fun. This is ridiculous. Our number 9 got 0 shots. No chances was created for our number 9. He consistently plays players in the wrong position. We just discussed the midfield. He consistently prefers big name players even when logically it makes no sense. Why was Ethan Pinnock starting this game? He cost us the second goal. There's no way, there's absolutely no way Damian Lowe would be in that same position and not run back. In a state, he would give everything to get back on that goal. Instead of ball watching. Ethan Pinnock did not give his all this game. I don't know what it is. He's a quality defender. But the moment he comes back to play for Jamaica, it's like, let me not give my all. And of course, we were playing on the AstroTurf, so maybe he was being cautious. But guess what? If it was Damian Lowe there, everything for this country. I don't know what to say. There are too many uncertainties in this squad. Curaçao didn't even outplay us. When you look at the metrics, we outpassed them, we outshot them, we had a better pass accuracy. All it is that our coach was not able to identify the issues and actively fix them during the game quickly enough for us to take advantage. The game was there to be won. He could have changed Frey for Anglin. You saw when Anglin came on how well he played. He could have changed and added Anderson. He could have made the forward changes earlier. He saw that Bailey was being nullified. Shamar came on and had 2 chances. Shamar, you should have scored. You should have ended this game with at least a brace. Well, at least you were in positions to get chances. It's like, I don't know. There's not one redeeming quality I can see of this coach. There's not one. None. Like, Cephas was having a bad game. Couldn't he have put Tyrese over to the left wing? Put on Whisper on the right? put on Shamar up at the forward line a bit earlier. Come on, the coach. This coach is lacking. This coach not ready. He has us playing like, for those who don't know, I come from Mountain View. He come like when competition I keep up a Mountain View. The man them now no cohesion. The man them now no knockings. This coach is ridiculous. And because of that, here we are at number 3. The path to qualification has now become complicated. Coming into this window, we were sitting comfortably at the top of Group B. Well, comfortably, we sit no more. Curaçao has overtaken us, now sitting at the top of the table on 7 points. We are in second with 6 points, and a resurgent Trinidad and Tobago on 4 points. At the bottom of the table is Bermuda on 0 points, our next opponent, which we're hoping to secure all 3 points from. That will leave us at the end of this window on 9 points. Curaçao, however, has the ability to end this window on 10 points once they're able to secure 3 points from Trinidad at home. That would complicate things for us very, very much. That will make our next 2 matches a must-win match. There's no drawing the next 2 matches. We have to win. The problem here is that our next match in the November window is Trinidad and Tobago at home. For me, when I was looking at the fixtures, I foresee that as our hardest fixture. But now we have to go there and win. Even if Trinidad are no longer able to qualify for the World Cup by that time, they will do everything in their power to ensure that we are challenged. That is the rivalry between Trinidad and Jamaica. And then if we overcome that hurdle, keep in mind, Curaçao will be playing Bermuda at that time, which we can all assume they will win. We will have a must-win match that determines who qualifies for the World Cup versus Curaçao at home at the office. Did that game need to be a must-win? No. Did it have to be like this? No. Coming into this window, a lot of us were hoping, because there was a possibility, if things went right, we could have qualified from October the 14th. Now, we have to wait until the last game of the last round of World Cup qualifications. This is the path we wanted to take. This is the path Jamaica is used to. Hard life. Number 4, missed chances. We had enough chances to win this game. The problem is we were not converting them. Despite all the problems we had throughout the pitch, if we had converted a few of these chances, we'll all be singing from a different hymn book right now. In the first half, we were barely threatening. In the second half, we started to look a little bit better because we got a foothold into the game. Now, despite this, was it good enough? No. Was it threatening enough? No. The truth is, our problem was never looking dangerous. We have pace, we have power, but it is because of our inability to make the correct decisions in critical moments that is why we are here where we are right now. We need to take these chances and create and make them into tangible goals, because goals win games, and if we don't win these games, we can kiss World Cup 2026 goodbye. It is as simple as that. I cannot blame these players simply and that's it. It's not just the players. We have an off-the-cuff style of play when we get into the final third, which leaves room for bad decision making. We don't have a system for scoring goals. We don't score identical goals. Our goals are random. Our goals are just simply do what you can and make the best of it. We need a system. We need to convert our goals. Now, mind you, even with all this mess, we had a expected goal count that was literally 3 times the amount of Curaçao. Curaçao expected goals were 0.43, while Jamaica's expected goal was 1.52. Yet we lost. We had 18 shots to their 7 shots, despite our striker not taking one shot at all. We had 7 shots on target, while they only had 4. And if you check any of these football apps, they have nominated Room as the man of the match. We had opportunities. We needed to take them. We had opportunities from the first half. Tyrese Campbell had 2 half chances where he could have just passed the ball, but instead he shoot and he shot wide. Ah, boy, Russell. Russell had an opportunity that my grandmother could score right before the end of the first half, and he scuffed it. We had a free header by King. We had Anderson. Keroy Anderson had a header that he didn't even jump for. He didn't even need to jump for. All he had to do is direct it onto goal. Shamar Nicholson had a one-on-one and missed. Shamar Nicholson got a ball at the near post where all he had to do was find his footing and tap the ball into the goal. But he miskicked. We need to do better. We need to do better. That was not good enough. Number 5, the power of the 12th man. When I was watching that match, I was sitting thinking, that stadium is filled with life, that stadium is filled with energy, and that stadium is packed to capacity. I navigated to the Curaçao Football Federation's Instagram page, and I saw that they had made a post a few hours before the game had begun to say that the tickets were sold out. And it's not the first time. So this has been a recurring thing. And I guarantee you, when Jamaica goes down to Trinidad, that stadium will be rammed. I say this to say, let us support our boys. Let us support our team, despite the frustration. I suspect that we will not get the turnout that we would have gotten if we had won this match versus Curaçao for the Bermuda game. I'm hoping that's not the case, because we need the support. It is still in our hands. If we win all our games, we will be at the World Cup. Because let me tell you, that goal that was called offside, the crowd had a factor in that. The extra energy that the Curaçao players had, the crowd had a factor in that. The nervousness and the lack of clinical finishing that our players had, the crowd had a factor in that. We need to ensure that we go to the stadium and ensure that we are heard and we are a force. And to the JFF, do what you can do. So you see that last match versus Curaçao, if it is a winners take all kind of match, a suggestion, let's make the bleachers free. Let's make the bleachers free for that last match. Because the truth is, if you're about making money, I'm sure, JFF, you can make a lot more money when we get to the World Cup. So let us make the bleachers free for that Curaçao match. And get someone like, Shokobos to come MC. Of course, keep the announcer that announces the names and the substitution, but get someone there to liven up the crowd and energize the crowd and get us going. And one thing, Shokobos can talk. The point is, let us be there for the team. Let us ensure that we are felt and we are cheering on the Reggae Boys, despite our personal agendas, despite maybe your favorite player doesn't start, but you are Jamaican first.